What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. This is Demian Movement. Today I'm going to do a quick video on some things that you should consider before signing up for CDL school. So I recently got my CDL Class A, no restrictions, in August. I'm going back to school now to get my passenger endorsement, but I was just thinking about, like, if I would have had known what I know now before I went, how would I use my knowledge to optimize my experience with CDL school. So some things to consider is, first, do you want to pay to go to school, or do you want to go to school for free but then have to sign a contract to work for a major company? So you want to have in mind, what is the career that you're looking for. Now, me, I just had my third daughter was born. I also have other jobs and work that are local to my area that I want to maintain. So when I got my CDL, the only opportunities that I was really seeing were on the road for 5 days, sleeping in the truck, home for 2. I didn't want to do that. And the local trucking jobs, I need to have 6 to 12 months experience. So for me, I don't want to put in that 6 months right now at this point in my life, which is why I'm getting my passenger endorsement. But let's say I decided to go to one of these companies, I would be in a contract to be doing OTR driving on the road. So for one, that's the thing. And then two is, how much does your school cost? Let's say you're going with option A. You want to pay for your own school so you don't have to sign up for a contract. This is actually not that bad, because if you do want to do OTR down the line or work for a bigger company, you can usually get tuition reimbursement. So the money you pay for your school will come back, and it's usually like a monthly check that maybe after 6 or 10 months, you'll get the entire tuition paid for. So it's not that bad. You consider it an investment. But number two is, I would definitely recommend shopping around. So my school was supposed to cost $5,000, and that means that no matter what, I get my CDL. If I fail the test, they're going to keep training me, work on the things I need to until I get my CDL. $5,000 CDL guaranteed. I ended up negotiating down to $4,500. I paid cash, but still, after shopping, after looking around and talking to other drivers, I see people who were driving a little bit further than where I live in Rockville, Maryland, to places in Virginia, and they were paying about $2,000, $3,000. But if they failed their test, they would have to pay an additional maybe $200 or something like that to get a little bit more training. So maybe a little bit more pressure on the line, but overall they're saving money. So and I see schools, actually at the DMV, I see little vans with phone numbers, and then when I Google CDL school in my area, they don't come up. So sometimes you have to be really good at searching, because Google tends to only favor the companies that are now paying for the ads. So it's actually, I've found it pretty difficult to find all of the schools that are within a certain mile radius of where I live. I have to do extensive research, but it's worth doing deeper dive research to really find out what are all of the schools within your area and how much do they cost, so that you can save yourself some money on the front end. Second, what is your timeline for achieving your CDL? So with my school, they only had one schedule, and that's going to be, you get 2 training sessions a week. Each session is 2 hours. The faster you learn your pre-trip, the more of those 2 hours you spend actually driving. But at first, the time is split between practicing pre-trip and driving. So you don't get a ton of driving time. If you think about every week, you might get 4 hours tops, or you might get closer to 3 hours if you're spending time doing pre-trip, etc. So some of these other companies will do 5 days a week. And for me, it took me 6 months to achieve my CDL. And that was kind of on the edge of me losing my learner's permit. And then the DMVs did not have appointments when I needed them. So it was actually tricky, because I was getting close to the end, and all the DMVs were understaffed, overbooked. So it was difficult to get the road tests scheduled. And I was like a few weeks from my learner's permit expiring. Now, if I would have gone to school 5 days a week, I could have probably achieved my CDL within 2 or 3 months, maybe 1 month, and had zero stress over losing my learner's permit, as well as been earning money faster. So The third thing that I would consider is, what is your timeline for achieving your CDL, and what are the given schedules that your CDL school is going to allow you to participate in. So those would be my major three. Is first, I would look at what type of driving do you want to do? Do you want to do over the road and just use an automatic truck from the gate? Then you might want to do a fully paid or a company where you can get your CDL for free and sign on. Two is, do you want to just get your CDL through a school? You want to shop around, find the best price, and find a school that offers a schedule that's going to suit your needs. Good luck getting that CDL, and I'll check you guys soon. Peace.